Hello, you beautiful brothers, sisters, twin flames. This week for the Divine Masculine's headspace is Ellen of the Ways. To get back into nature, to find the signs in nature, and to ground yourself and put your feet and fingers into the earth, deep in the dirt. To maybe you have to do some um, renewal in your garden, or you have to plant some herbs, or you have um, to to harvest some herbs to make them ready for winter time. It's really about going into nature, and that's on his mind. He wants to go in nature and to restore, because there is too much. I feel a lot of the divine masculines are tired uh, from the low frequency and low vibration of energies from the workspace, or any other space they are around with people. So he needs, as much as he used to, go in nature, go more into nature, and um, yeah, help himself grounding and going within, because we're in this last cycle of releasing the karmic energies. And that means go within, see what you need to release, what your karmic patterns are, and let it go. Because if you let it go, it will release, and it won't come back after the 14th of September. So yeah, then the gates are closing for the karmic situation, what they need and what they want to release. It was the last from after the Lion's Gate. It was a very hectic time with the energies, heavy times, heavy energies, transformative energies, and that's what we need to go with. And he knows this, so he's going into nature, tune to the signs, and find his way, find the signs in nature. And he needs to follow his heart. He needs to follow his heart. It's for a couple of weeks now already. He needs to go and find his heart, where his love is, his true love is. Not a fling, not just a karmic, or just um, you know he needs to know that someone he wants to grow old with. That's the way, and that's his path, and that's what he needs to do. Okay, so what's in his heart space? He wants to go with the flow, and he wants to release control. Divine will, oceanic consciousness. So he needs to go deep within the ocean, to the silence of the waters, and go in that space where there is no control, where there is only now. And his heart space knows this. He knows if he wants to change situations, that he has to go out of this ego space, and what the ego needs. And that's most of the time, that is the um, um, most of the time it's the energy that they want. They need this recognition of being good, recognition of being a great person. But he needs to know that he is a great person already, and that he can work on his shadow sides. There is no light without the dark, you know, and we need to balance this out, and he is searching for that. And he needs to know that the ego is most of the time the dark side that will keep him separated from the things that he really wants. So he needs to dive into the deep depth of the water and go into silence. And that's what his heart space knows. His heart space knows this. And he is going to try to go with this flow as much as possible. Um, he has to surrender to this divine will. How does he see his divine feminine? That she is in the circle of life, that she is in this and follow the circles of the nature's wheel, and that it's clear, and she has clear energy, and she is a channel, and she's a channel for many people. She's a channel for nature. She's a channel for all that needs to be done. And it's also the end of a period for her. And he knows this. He sees this with her. He sees that the divine tree of life will help her grow, will help her to restore, to help her to see what she needs. And that's what he sees in her, that she is this channel of energies, that is from purity, that it is from the heart space, and that he is embracing this. He knows that she is doing her best she can, but he also knows that there is a finish line here, a finish line with his divine feminine. And you also see the tree of life is also the head of a skeleton. That means there are endings. As nature is releasing the leaves and starts to transition into autumn, so she is releasing everything, and he sees this. So he sees his divine feminine very in tune with nature, very in tune with her spirits, with her core, with Mother Gaia, and she walks her path. That's what he sees. What's in the divine feminine's mind space? In her mind space, she is sharing space, and she's sharing space in love, and having giving space to people to share their love, to be in communicating energies, creating a vortex, creating the energies for people to walk in and to walk out of her life. She's honoring the people who are staying with her. She's going through some huge transitionings herself, but she knows that when she's doing everything with an open heart and from a good space, she is helping people to step up and share her space, and so they can step up and start a new life for themselves. So that's what she's doing. She is honoring, communicating, sharing space, sharing her heart, sharing the visions she gets to help them to move on to a better space for themselves. What's in her heart space? Peace beyond survival. And she needs peace in her life. She needs peace in her life. she was on a survival mode and for such a long time now, and she needs peace in her life. And that means if her surroundings are not safe, that she will leave the surroundings where she is not safe. Um, because for her it's more a survival skill than anything else. Because it could be that she was a lamb too long, that she was open and trusting the people around her and in the environment, um, and that she gets attacked and again, even if she tried, she tried. Whoa, I feel this energy coming in. Sorry, guys. This becomes heavy, very emotional. Ground the energy. She tried so many times to contain her loving energy, and I feel deeply of the energies that her love and kindness was taken for granted. Wow, this is a heavy energy coming in. Clearing the energies. And she's done with the survival. Wow. I need to breathe through this, guys, because I think a lot of the Divine Feminine will recognize this. This energy of survival. And she knows that other steps needs to be taken. She tried to keep the peace and be in balance with the survival, with not being eaten alive. Be honoring to the space, be honoring to the people. And they keep on hurting her. And it's not one person. There are multiple people around her that hurt her. And she is releasing all these energies. Wow. Spirit, let me feel the energies of the Divine Feminine in her heart space. And it's truly broken. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Sorry, guys. This is really a very deep emotional piece that's going through the emotions and the heart space of the Divine Feminine. So I feel that a lot of Divine Feminine are feeling this energy coming in. People not respecting her boundaries. People acting out of fear and projecting their energies onto her. And she knows that this cycle, after this transformation will be done. Will be done. I feel that she is into this period of not protecting herself, because she don't want to go in this protection mode of coldness and anger and fear, as the masculine was last few weeks. She's not going lower herself, but she's taking other measurements to release this. So she is balancing it out, the loving and kindness. Well, thank you guys for feeling. Let me feel this energy and transmission, because it's very intense, and that means that a lot of divine feminine will heal themselves by being loving and kind to herself and not going in this survival mode. But she also knows that this survival mode was needed to come in a transitioning. A lot of energies are resolving, and ancient splits. The ancient splits of being in a space of being vulnerable and taking advantage of, that will resolve. I feel, wow, yeah, I feel it now also clearing up in my space, that spirit will help and come through to resolve that heartache, that survival mode, and the betrayal and the what came over her. A lot of people took advantage of her space, took advantage of her energy, played her out with other people, and and it's done, and that's what I feel. The divine feminine is raising above it, and karma will hit back. It's the collective energy of taking advantage of the divine feminine is over. That state of mind and that state of feeling within her soul is over. That is starting to release, and the divine feminine will give her boundaries and will say how it is. She's not taking any consideration for the people who hurt her. That's done. That's really done. She is clearing out her space. She is clearing out her space only with people that that gives her the energy of building up, not of breaking her down. It's also not only in the energy of them, it's in the words also. The loving words. You can build someone up, and you can really break someone by passive aggressiveness, and that piece is done, I feel, for the divine feminine. How does she see her divine masculine? He is receiving his birthright, unconditional love. She will give the divine masculine unconditional love in every kind of the way. He can hurt her. He can do anything, whatever he wants. But she will keep on giving the unconditional love from the universal space. The unconditional love that's in her heart space. And that's her strength. That's her strength of that's the strength that she will give to the divine masculine. I hear from Spirit, thank you, Spirit. You gave so much, and it's not being seen. You go over the boundaries. They step over the boundaries of the divine feminine. And you're not being seen. And it's not about you're not being seen. It's about your own self-esteem. And if people don't see you for who you truly are, and they only want to see the beautiful part of you instead of the hard work you put in it. Yeah, that's what they say. The hard part, the hard work you put in it. And you need to have the courage to follow through. Because those people are not serving you. If they don't serve you, they don't serve the world, they don't serve the goddess. Because you can't serve the world when they hurt you that much. And it's your birthright to teach, to help, to serve for the greater good of all. And if they don't understand this, you have to take measurements for yourself. And that doesn't mean that you stop giving unconditional love. It stops with your energy being taken advantage of. Because the unconditional love will always flow within you. And you will always give it to someone else. Give the unconditional love to those who need it most. And you know exactly who needs this unconditional love the most. Wow. Thank you so much, Spirit. This was very, very intense. So, this was very intense. she is seen by her community. She is seen by the other energies, by the other energies and other people of the community. There are a lot of people around her that really adjust her and that go through with her. Um, and let's see for the divine masculine what will support him. The sun will support him. The loving energy, the energy of fire, the energy of higher frequency, of warmth, of love, um, and he spontaneous actions that will support him. Um, what I feel, he needs more strength in his life, and that means that he is probably too much on his feminine side. Sorry, I will take a sip of my tea before it gets cold. And the sun will shine for him. That will support him. The sun will really um, the energy of the sun will really rejuvenate his energy. So maybe it's time for him to go on a vacation, or just being by himself, and let everything flow. How does he sees the relationship with the divine feminine? He sees that she is with her community, and coming to her community, with her friends, with her family, and that's where he feels that's where she belongs, with her community, with her family, with her maybe children, but also with the like-minded people, and that will do her good. He knows this, so that's how he sees the relationship. He sees the relationship that she is integrating everything together. Um, he's also seeing that she is releasing the control of her community, her friends, her family, and that she's not interfering in their lives. And what's the support of the divine feminine? It's the door to spirit. The divine feminine needs to go through the portal, needs to connect more with her spirit guides to get the answers. Maybe she didn't had enough time to meditate, so make it a daily practice to meditate, to get grounded in your body, grounded in the energies of going with the flow, instead of doing. I had a feeling of a lot of divine feminine, and I think also the masculines had very huge impact on the last energies of the last periods of weeks, yeah, really months. The last 2 months were really heavy energies after the eclipses, and it was a very, very powerful Lion's Gate that really um, pushed you into transformation, really. Transformation of releasing the control, releasing the anxiety, releasing the fear of lack of money, releasing all these old paradigm stuff, and also feeling that a lot of the or a lot of the divine masculines were also in this survival mode, in the coldness, in the you feel in the energy that they couldn't give, because they're going to their transformation also. So that's why the divine feminine took also the distance to go through this transformation. I also see a lot of divine feminines are going um, to another transitioning, another dimension, another energy of learning and going to spirit, going and learning with spirit, and really try to connect with spirit. So the last week it was very hard, that's to connect with spirit because of other influences of the energies. And now the air is clearing up, so she is easier to tap in. And when she is with like-minded people, she taps in very quickly, and she's going through uh, different vortexes, and she's going through different dimensions. How does she sees her divine masculine? Oh my gosh, it's almost the same as the divine feminine, or the masculine sees the divine feminine family. He wants this happy family. He wants to be connected with his family. He wants to be happy in the family. He wants the harmony in the family. He don't want her to feel left out. And that's what's going on in his space. That's how he sees the relationship. He wants to keep the relationship in balance. He wants to keep the family together. I feel that there is also a fear going on that he is losing his family, and that's not the way he wants. Or it could be that he wants to create, for some of you, to create another family, but it's his family he is worried about. He is looking, how he sees the relationship is that um, he is seeing that the family will be complete again. And it's the ocean, and the most of the after the rain comes the rainbow, when the sun comes through. So he is seeing and waiting to reunite the family, or to be in the family again and connecting with other family star systems. That is also possible, that he is finally connecting with his star family. And that means that he knows where he belongs, because of he is growing in the spirituality, and he knows where he belongs. Spirit is talking to him. So it's really the soul family, the spirit family, where he belongs. And that's what the divine feminine sees. She sees that relationship, that there could be a reunion or of family, reuniting the family. What is blocking the divine masculine? That's his challenge: work. Working too hard, working too much and he's working and giving more than he receives. And that is difficult for him, because it burns him out. It burns him out on all levels. but he's also seeing that he has to work this hard um, to restore his money flow, and that's why he's working so hard. I see he's working for two families. He's working for two families, and that's not rewarding. That's totally not rewarding for him. So that will burn him out. He is working. His work is not giving him what he needs. It's. I think a lot of divine masculines don't know what to do in the working situation, then just going, and not taking care of themselves, not taking care of who they are, not taking care of what they become. Don't see um, don't see really what they need in themselves, and not really asking for it either. So what is he going to do about it? He is going to aim his bow and his arches, um, and he is aiming on a new future. He's aiming and going out of fear, and really you know setting some new goals, setting some new energies around here. So that's what he's going to do about it. What is blocking the divine feminine? Holding on to the money, holding on. It could be that there is a lot of money going out of her pocket, and she really knows that she needs to save to survive. That's all. That's it. That's what I feel. That's what I feel now. It's combining with the heart space. You know, it's this kind of mode. The survival. She is in the survival um, because of this energy. Um, she knows she needs to be careful, and other things will get balanced out. I feel that she needs to go to a higher frequency, and more not thinking in the way of lack, or that's not there, because it's always there, it's always around. So but she's keeping on to her money, um, and I feel that's because she has a feeling that there are uh, times coming up that she really needs the energy and the money from it, that she is more um, that's what I feel. She worked too hard um, to receive this, but it's not worth it. I think all the divine feminine needs to release the energy of the material world, of everything what she needs or what she wants, because it will stop her flow. It will stop her flow. So that's her challenge. So it's challenging for her to let it go. What is she going to do about it? She's going to, like just the divine masculine, um, have fun, create a higher energy, a higher frequency of level. She's leveling up. she's going to create more energy in her life, probably by going down with the flow, going more in the direction um, after the spirit's door. You know, what spirits tells her to do, go more with that flow. So she will have more joy in her life, instead of dealing with the old 3D lower frequency paradigms. So she is really connecting with the energy. That's what she's going to do, to have more fun in her life. What combines them together? Patience. The divine masculine and the divine feminine need to have more patience. Patience in her in his life, patience in her life, that things will unfold on a natural way. I feel the energy of August and the energy of the sun is pushing you always forward, is pushing you to your limits, is pushing you to everything. And it's time now to have patience, to let everything unfold. What will bring them together? The journey. The journey they're both on will bring them together. They are in such a huge transformation, and there is so much love for them together, that they need to do their journey on their separate ways. They both have a separate or maybe a joint journey. It's probably that they both want the same, but they're on the different frequencies. It could be that we have to survive in, and everybody has to go. We don't, well, this is okay, thank you. We don't have to go into the survival mode to walk your journey. Thank you, Spirit. Because everybody walks their own healing journey. And you're not healing if you don't want to look at it. You're not healing if you're not doing the things that's good for you and your highest source. And if your higher source is to leave everything behind because it's not good for you, then it's your journey. You know, and sometimes your journey is by yourself, and sometimes your journey is with other people, and but it's your own journey. Your journey is by yourself. The healing journey, we all came down here to this earth to heal ourselves, to release ourselves from the chain of the 3D lower frequency, of the control issues, of everything. And that's what the journey is all about. Because in the end, if we die, we can take the money, we can take the people, we only can take the love that we received in our lives. So treat someone as you want to be treated. And if you can't treat someone like that, get the fuck out of their lives. Oh, sorry. Wow, that was a fierce one. That was really a fierce one. Yes, they said get out. Get out. So, and it's a journey for both of them. It's not a journey for one person. They can empower themselves. They can both empower each other if they listen and just follow the light. If you follow the darkness, you know, you come into this anxiety, and you come in this darkness place, and you come in the fear, and you come in the energy that you're not good enough. And it's not being good enough for spirit. It's not good enough for yourself. It's not good enough for your parents. That's the conditioning energy that's behind it. So I want to go and look for another so how does he sees how does he feels about his divine feminine at the moment, the divine masculine? He is guarding himself. And how is the divine feminine feeling about the divine masculine? Wow. Almost the same. She sees that he is, she feels that he is really want to destroy her. She is guarding herself. She is not lowering herself to the masculine energy. He is guarded, she is guarded. But the only difference is he is guarding himself in passive-aggressive way, and the divine feminine is guarding herself by expressing it. She is vocal about it. She is vocal about it. And the divine masculine is in the passive-aggressive mode and just withdrawing. Let me see how they can resolve these things. So why are they doing what they do? One card, please, for the masculine. Thank you. They want to start a new beginning, and they don't want to. They're in their child energy of not being mature about it. And they want a new beginning, but they don't know how to express it. So they are fearful of a rejection. So they're going into this childish mode to harness, to take distance, to not talk about it. And what's the divine feminine? She is looking overseas, and she is seeing new opportunities to she is done with the waiting. She's not waiting anymore, and she's expressing this because she was hoping and waiting for the divine masculine to change, to get new energy, to restore, to get communication with him, to make a better balance, to make more harmony between each other. But because he withdraw in himself, that means that she is done with waiting. Okay. And done with waiting, it means because he hurt her too much. He hurt her too much. And it's probably because also what I feel, it's a lot of fire energy. It's a lot of money energy I see. And it's probably for the working. So is there any time soon that they can heal this? And what do they need to heal this? One card, please. One card to heal this energy. How do they going to heal this? They feel themselves bounded and restricted. And that's also, they feel bounded and restricted and they feel all tied up, and that comes because of the energy um, of the divine feminine. They feel all tied up. They feel that there is no way out, that they're tied, um, and that will be healed um, on the fifth chakra. Archangel Gabriel will come in. Archangel Gabriel will come in to heal this part. And it's not the divine feminine, it's the restriction of the divine masculine he put on himself. That he binds himself in of feeling not good enough, or I feel energies around him, and that's the way. Ooh, I feel, oh my gosh, this is such a such a nasty energy I feel, because he gets totally wrapped up in chain. His belief system is totally of restricting himself. It's totally of restricting himself. So it's not a nice energy to feel, because he can't move. He has a feeling he can't move forward, he can't move backwards. When he goes backwards, he feels pain of the past. When he moves forward, he feels pain of restriction. He wants to be free. He wants to release himself. He doesn't want to be tied up. He is, in general space, he just wants to be happy and free. So if that's the way for the divine masculine, then he needs to untie himself. And he gets help on the fifth chakra, on his wounds, and his throat chakra, because he needs to talk. He needs to talk with his divine feminine to clear this out. Why all these things are going, what's going on in his life. What is the divine feminine going to heal? She's holding her heart. She's holding her heart. She shows her heart. She shows her love, and that's more than she can do. She has a very big, compassionate heart for her divine masculine, and she knows where he's coming from, but she can't tolerate anymore the abuse. She can't tolerate. It can also mean, what I feel, that the divine masculine, that's another scenario, that the divine masculine is defending himself because he's feeling tied up, because the divine feminine or the karmic partner has a hold on him in a way that he can't move. She has a hold on him because she holds his heart. She holds his heart. So he can't move on to next level. And he doesn't want to see it. He's just acting out on it. And yeah. Let's see if there is healing on this. Could be that the third party, of if there's a third party, that she is holding his heart, but also binding him. that she is. I also hear spells. Oh my gosh. You know, a spell doesn't mean actually that you are. That's a lot of people confusing spells with witchcraft work. Well, that's not the case. It can be, a spell is also a program that someone else puts in your mind, or they put in your mind to bind you. It's not just, you know, everybody thinks about a spell is witchcraft. No, if you tell someone you're mine and I will never let you go, that's a spell, because you're binding someone. You're binding someone, and that's and your soul contract. You make a soul contract with that if you agree. So you give someone else the permission to get in that soul contract. Oh my gosh, yeah, and a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people, if you tell about spells, then you know, they think about candles, they think about herbs, they think about all the things they do at the full moon. But it's not that way. It doesn't work that way. If you tell someone, you know, you're mine, then and I will never let you go, then you're binding someone in a spell. You're binding someone in words. And everybody has a free choice. A free choice to choose. So you can unbind that spell by just saying, I'm not yours, I'm of my own, I have my own free will, and I will get out of this. Indecision. And the Divine Feminine needs to make a choice, and she's going to make a choice. She's still seeing in multiple ways that that she has a path to walk, and if she can't choose, she will wait till the choice will be made for her by the universe. And that's what just happened. That's what just happened. Wow, 2 cards. I hear the Divine Masculine wants to go to a new world, to new creation. I see for the Divine Feminine, Goddess of the Moon, and if the man holding a heart will come to her. So they both have holding the heart. They both have it. So the 7th chakra of the Divine Feminine will be healed, and there is a lot of envy around the Divine Masculine, and he needs to sort this out. It could be that someone else has a lot of envy towards the relationship with the karmic, or the karmic to the and that will bring up storms. The envy they have towards the Divine Feminine is really create storms. So we need to release the envy. He needs to release the energy, because that's probably, oh wow, that's probably the whole, well, that's, thank you Spirit, that's the whole issue. It's the envy of the it's the envy towards the Divine Feminine, and that that creates all this pain and all this upheaval. And there's nothing to be jealous of, envy about, because there's enough for everyone. It's envy. There's a lot of, and that will create the storm. The envy creates the storm from the divine, or from the karmic to the divine feminine, because ha ha ha, oh sorry, ha 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 wordt er gezegd. This is an energy of a lower frequency, and this energy is like, not really serving the divine masculine, that is withholding his joy. And for the divine feminine, the door is open to romance. Open your heart to the man that holds your heart. Open the door to romance. And she knows that she is the goddess of the moon, and that the goddess of the moon will guide her with every step she makes. Archangel Uriel will help her clear out the 7th chakra and make her fly. So what I see, the envy of the divine masculine, or the energy behind the divine masculine, the envy and the jealousy of the partner of the divine masculine, that's the real source of the storms they are in. And I see that the divine feminine is saying, F you, and I'm going on with my life. If you want to be in this storm all the time, I'm not going into this storm with you. It's your own storm. And I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about that kind of storm and that kind of energy behind you, because there is an energy behind it, and he still doesn't see. That's it. He still doesn't see it. So, well, girls, ladies, gentlemen, all your beloveds, there's a really beautiful energy going on here. We're going in a transition, so the transition probably will be release the envy, release the jealousy, and I will get one more card of the romance angel cards. Let's see. And what is to see, because there will be no union if there is envy. There will be no union when there is envy. Envy towards the divine feminine or to the karmic. There won't be any union. Let me see what's happening here, because these lower energies are keeping you from moving forwards. Okay. Wow. Deception. Divine masculine is someone wearing a false mask in this relationship. So the divine masculine, if you are in a relationship, know that you are getting a deception, that you get cheated on, that there are other energies going in this relationship that is not a good one. They lie to you, they cheat on you, and they say nothing is going on. And for the divine feminine, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And let me see. Deception, lies. And that's the divine masculine. You know, he needs to get out of this energy of deception, of lies. And he's building up a really bad karma if he does this. Pay attention to the red flags. Oh my God, how many confirmations do you want to have? The signs are cautioning you. You know, someone in the relationship here is cheating of the divine masculine. So it could be that there is someone in the relationship, the divine masculine himself or the divine feminine, or the karmic is cheating. But there are red flags there. And what is the unrequired love for the divine feminine? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. And that's what she knows. That's what she feels. And I have two other cards dropped out. Love yourself first for the divine masculine. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And for the divine feminine, the last card, this could be the one. You're already met the romantic partner you seek. So, and it could be that to give your relationship a chance can also mean that you're not open because of the heartache yet to be open to receive the love that you could be having. So there is maybe someone in your life. I see multiple people in your life that there is not enough chemistry to keep the relationship going. And and that has to do, what I hear, with the energy of the beyond survival card of the heart space. The heart needs to be healed. Give your relationship a chance, and this could be the one. So there are multiple people in the divine feminine space that are fighting over her. And for the divine masculine, pay attention to red flags. There is deception. Somebody is wearing a false mask in the relationship. That could be the divine masculine himself, that he's not honest about his feelings to this partner. Pay attention to red flags. It could be that he's been cheated on. And love yourself first and show self-respect. Okay, my lovelies, this is it for this week. Let me know how your journey is going, if it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, you know, just skip off and go to another reading. If you resonate with these, swap also the characters if you feel like it, because divine feminine, divine masculine is within yourself. I see that divine feminine is more getting connected more with her divine masculine in spirit form. So she will connect more with him in the 5D instead of in the 3D. You know, I see also the binding of the masculine, that is because of the envy. They want to keep him out of envy, um, um, because they don't want him to go back to their families or whatever. No, as a divine feminine, you're not a divine feminine if you take someone else from his marriage, take him out of his soul contract. There is a soul contract they made, and they need to play out this soul contract. If the soul contract is played out, you're welcome to go back to your divine masculine. Don't interfere with soul contracts, because you will get the karma back. So that's what I always say to the divine feminine. You know, your journey is your own journey within your divine masculine and feminine within yourself. And if you see it, that a divine masculine comes to you and he's in a relationship, then you're not acting like a divine feminine. It could be that you're meeting your twin flame when he is still married. Well, let him finish his soul contract and let him get out of it. So when he is out and you're ready, otherwise, you know, karma will hit you anyway. And it will come back to you. And we're finishing off now the karmic cycle. So there were a lot of split ups the last months. So really, really, really connect with yourself, heal yourself, and move on. Because I feel the divine feminine had a lot of heartache this month, because of the deception, because of the betrayal, because of everything. And now when everything comes out in the open, you know, and they talk about it, it will be released. So that's their problem. They need to talk about it. So I wish you all well. Have a great week, and see you next week. Bye bye.